Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is the introduction to problem sets 17 and 18. Let's get to it. Right, question 1 here. By multi-level directory structure, we mean the directory structure that you're used to, where a directory can contain directories as well as files. In a single level directory, each user has just one directory that contains only files. Okay, so I think that's all the background that you'll need for that. Don't forget that there's a second part to this question. Okay, question 2. What you should focus on here is for these two approaches, the access control list and the user control list. Think about the amount of data associated with the file or the user that would be needed in order to implement each of these protection schemes. When you're thinking about this problem, you'll probably want to keep in mind, are there typically more users on a system or more files on a system? And remember, it's not just your files, it's all of the files on the system, users, and the operating system's files that have to be accounted for. Question 3, I think this should be fairly straightforward. The 10th edition of the textbook, I think, gives a pretty good introduction to Linux's traditional permissions as well as the access control list. If you want more information on access control lists, follow this link. Okay, moving on to problem set 18. All right, the discussion in the textbook, I think, sets up problem 1 pretty well for you. So that should give you the textbook discussion should give you the background you need there. Question 2, by performance, think in terms of the number of disk operations that have to be performed for each of the 3 block allocation methods. So you're thinking in terms of how many disk operations to locate the block that needs to be, let's just say, read, and then of course there's 1 disk operation to read the block. Okay, so you're mostly focusing on how many disk operations to find sequential blocks or blocks accessed in a random order. Okay, question 3. I think the textbook sets that one up for you pretty well as well. Okay, so that's the introduction to the problem sets. You all take care. Bye.